Well, ladies and gentlemen, as of yesterday, I did get, finally, because it takes 2 months to get the payment from Machinima for performance, okay? And I got my payment for the month of June, and I'm happy to report that what I made in the month of June, even though I didn't work for a week and a half, ended up being more than what I made in the month of May. So, just to give you some perspective, the pure gameplay that I did in May when there were new releases didn't do as well as the month of June when for a week and a half all I was doing was vlogging. And what that means is that you guys basically watched the hell out of my vlogs, and or you still watched my gameplay videos when I wasn't making new ones. So thank you very much, everyone, I want to say, for that. I mean, that's great, you know? For a time when I was really, I knew, listen, I knew the move had to happen. I knew it was the right time. I knew that, you know, this was going to ultimately benefit me and benefit you in the long run. I mean, immediately, you guys already have more vlogs, and you've got higher quality video and higher quality streams. So immediately, it's benefited the viewer, right? Just me coming out here and getting the office and getting the new equipment. But I knew that I had to do it, and I knew that it was gonna be a risky thing, and I knew that it was going to, you know, negatively affect the business if I had a big dip. And I knew the summer was coming up, and in the summer there's no new games, and I was gonna have to do tons of filler content. And also, don't get me wrong, I am a realist, and I do fully expect that the months of July and August, when I finally do get my results for these months, are gonna be low because there's not a lot going on. When there's nothing going on, not a lot of people come to watch my content because they know me as the guy that plays the new games. That's kind of my thing. Phil's the guy who plays all the new releases from an honest and raw perspective, and that's what we come to see. So if I'm playing old games, it's not that much of an attraction, right? But to know that in that month when I needed your help, because I knew that things were not going to be as strong views-wise because I wasn't doing content for a week and a half, to see that you guys came out in force, in droves, to watch my content, whether it was the older gameplay that you hadn't seen yet, or it was all the vlogs, which, by the way, did tremendously well. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. That's about as much as I can say. I don't know how else to express it, but that is a huge weight off my shoulders. Seriously, I seriously thought that month I was going to probably do 1/3 to a half as many views as I usually do, and I ended up getting more. So thank you. Then today on second stream, we're going to be playing Ratchet & Clank 2. And you know, I got something to say about this because I am a little bit annoyed, and people need to learn to basically grow up when it comes to stuff like this, alright? Social media. Social media is a way for people to not only disseminate information quickly and at a rapid pace, at a way like we've never had the ability to before, but it's also a way to toss ideas out to an open audience, an open polling system basically, and let people respond, okay? And so that's how I use social media. You'll see me tweet about, okay, here's the schedule for tomorrow, here's the games I'm thinking of playing, what do you guys think of this, what do you guys think of that, what characters would you like to see me play with in Street Fighter today, yada yada yada. But the other day, this was Tuesday night, after Tuesday night, I had played Ratchet & Clank 2 on my second stream, and people for days had been begging me, Phil, do the arena, Phil, try the arena, play the arena, do the arena, 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 arena. So everyone is yelling this in the stream chat, do the arena, do the arena. Now typically, I don't let that influence me too much, but being that apparently these were the most hardcore fans of the game, right, that were watching me on stream, I said, okay, I will do the arenas, because you guys have been asking for it for so much. So I go into the arenas, and for about an hour I played the arenas, and I beat the first arena completely, went to the second arena. And then I go back and I look at the stream numbers by the end of the stream, and we have less than 300 people watching. Basically, the arena was so fucking boring that everyone left. Subsequently, the videos on YouTube got almost no attention. You're like, why is he doing the arena? This is boring. And a lot of people are even saying, just don't play this game anymore, play something else. So I'm directly responding to what I saw that night, all right? To what people were directly telling me, what people were, you know, attendance. And I was just throwing an idea out on Twitter, and I said, gee, maybe on Thursday when I come back, since it looks like Ask the King is done, because the website, by the way, was down at that point, so no one could post up questions for Ask the King, which is why we don't have an episode of it today. Maybe I'll come back and I'll play 2 new games on Thursday, and, you know, Ratchet and Clank, since no one really is interested in it anymore, that's it, right? Immediately, overnight, a backlash of people attacking me. You're a quitter. You quit everything. How dare you? You've lost the respect of your fans. You're making the wrong decision. You're an asshole. Fuck you, Phil. Like, real nasty stuff. Now, it would have been one thing if someone just says, oh, well, Phil, I disagree with that decision. I would really like to see you beat the game, regardless of the fact that it's not getting a lot of attention or views. I really like it, and it would make a lot of sense for you to finish it. That's not what I got. You know what I mean? Like, if I got sensible replies, I would have not had this reaction that I'm having. But it was just people who, like, obviously have no social skills, because they're just exploding with rage, as if I had taken my copy of the game and smashed it on camera, saying it was the worst game ever. Fuck you, Phil. You're an asshole. Fuck, you know, nasty shit. And you have to understand, that's not the way to get your point across. If anything, that's just going to piss me off. That's not going to make me continue to play a game. That's going to make me want to play it less, because basically you're showing me that you're an immature asshole, and that's the people who are dying for me to play this game. So I'm reading these tweets, I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, these people are completely overreacting. Nowhere on Twitter did I actually say that I was quitting. Nowhere. I actually just said I was thinking of stopping the playthrough and playing 2 new games on Thursday. It was a thought. It was me airing my thoughts to the internet, and I got destroyed on Twitter for it. So, understand this. This is what social media is. It's a way to vent those kind of ideas. And don't get me wrong, the point got across that, you know, no, Phil, you've played half the game. You should keep playing it. You should beat it, regardless of the fact if it's getting great views or not. You should still keep playing it. That being said, I hope that you people show up. You know what I mean? Like, the people who were out there and were screaming and yelling and kicking that I was going to drop this playthrough, even though I never said I was. It was just a thought. You better show up and watch the content, because you got people here, you know, who are interested and who really want it, who apparently want to see it. But if I go to stream it and I've got 100 people watching, you know what I mean? When there's people who are chomping at the bit to see me play other stuff, and they're way more eager to attend those streams, you know what I mean? It's tricky. I'm not, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying Ratchet and Clank a lot. Okay. Ratchet and Clank 2 is pretty good. In fact, I think it's much better than the first game was. And I really am having fun with it. But I think what happened was, unfortunately, I just went to do this arena, which was a bad idea, because it is repetitive gameplay content, and people got turned off. So I'm just going to, from now on, as I play it, I'm just going to continue through with the main story of the game and just follow along with that. I'm not going to go do the repetitive side stuff, because it's going to derail everything and people aren't going to be interested in it. I see that now. But I really hope people show up, because you asked for it, you attack me on stream, so hopefully people understand that this is important and you show up and you watch it. You know what I mean? Because again, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people who would love to see me play other stuff other than Ratchet and Clank 2. I'm taking the time to do it, but that means you actually have to show up and watch it, whether it's on stream or on YouTube or both or whatever. However you choose to watch the content is your choice, alright? So just understand that when I say stuff on Twitter like that it's not a definitive thing, especially if I didn't say that on Twitter, you know what I mean? I didn't say, that's it, it's over, fuck this game, fuck all you guys for not watching it. I didn't say anything like that. If I'd said stuff like that, okay, those kind of reactions would have absolutely been warranted. But I never even went as far to say that I was even going to stop playing it. It was just a thought, and I got, like, destroyed for having a thought. God forbid that I actually have a thought in this cranium of mine. There's enough empty space up there that there should be a couple thoughts every once in a while, and I would hope not to be lynched for them. Okay. Seriously, that is just so awesome. You know, to know that I have a dedicated fan base that despite all the bullshit, all the slander, all the nonsense, all the things that people say about me, that you guys, you know, you enjoy my content and you watch it and, you know, you don't care about the bullshit that's out there from the little children.
Spent a lot of money on this house, and I'm not going to say that moving is cheap and all that, but for you guys out there that are going to give DSP any of your money for some pay for subscription service or just some sort of donation or anything like that, why would you give money to someone that is just such a flagrant abuser of you and your services? Why? I don't get it. I won't ever get it, and he'll never stop begging because that's just the type of guy he is. Could him and his girlfriend get jobs? Sure they could. But let's not go there, right? The guy needs money so you can help him move and sustain his moving costs. What's wrong with that statement? And if any of you gave money to him to help sustain his life, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you for enabling this guy and thinking that he can just live this life of sustaining life off of being a leech off of your money, off of your viewership, thinking that I can't and don't want to do anything else beyond what I'm doing. Therefore, you should chip in more for my effort. I will never understand why, even if there's just one person that donates to him, that is one person too many, and it's still a shameful situation. Jesus Christ. I'm speechless. I'm speechless that people give money to people like this. Willingly. If I was walking around with like one of those big ass water jugs that you get from like Deer Park or whatever, like your business, and it was like filled with pennies, and I'm carrying it around town, and I'm like, oh, it's so fucking heavy. It's like 600 pounds, and my arms are breaking off, and I wish I could just get rid and give these pennies to someone. If I was walking down the street and my arms were literally about to rip out of their sockets, and I saw DSP, and he was like, I'd gladly take some of those pennies off your hand to lighten your load, I'd be like, I'd rather have my fucking arms fall off than give you a single penny out of this.
Hating on DSP is not a useful use of time. You are stupid if you do. Really? You know, I'm not going to hate on Let's Play videos because my previous channel is a Let's Play channel and I do find entertainment in them. But if you're going to say that hating on DSP is not a useful use of your time, are you saying that watching you play Metal Gear Solid for hours on end on YouTube is a useful use of my time? No. Of course it isn't. I would say I'd probably get more entertainment. I think you completed Metal Gear Solid 3 in 19 hours. Whereas this Evil AJ 2010 has condensed down all the funny moments of your stupidity into 2.5 hours. So I can either sit and watch 19 hours worth of your videos, or I could just watch all the best bits, well, the most entertaining bits, on Evil AJ's video. So I'm not sure where you were going with that argument at all. And you went on to this made me laugh how he ended it. He basically said that people can hate all they want. Basically they're just some fucking stupid elitist prick idiot who fucking took 2.5 hours to make a montage video. What a waste of fucking life. Wow. you don't sound like, you sound like you really are above all this.
In trying to assist him, I've been trying to actually help him, like, get his channel back in order, because the way things are going at his channel right now, his subscribers and viewers are at a major decline. So, like, I looked up online his net viewers and net subscribers, and from what I've seen, he's lost over 50,000 subscribers, and, or no, fucking hell, 50,000 viewers, and 2,000 subscribers in the matter of about a couple weeks to a month ago. And like in the past month, he's lost that many, and it's kind of like staying at that common pace because of all the videos he's making. But I still don't think, with the way he's been treating his viewers and subscribers, that he's going to last that much longer on YouTube. Sorry, my glasses look like shit. But I just felt like I had to make this video for him to try and talk some sense into him, because truthfully, I don't want his channel to die. I used to be a fan of Phil's. I used to think he was the shit. But ever since I've seen a lot of stuff that he's done, disrespecting his subscribers and viewers, and just overall being an asshole, I unsubscribed, and I haven't been part of his channel since.
Just what I'm talking about. You see this? This is a t-shirt that says Dark Side Phil on it. I bought a t-shirt from him 2 years ago. I gave him money and wore something on me that had his name on it, okay? So, you're talking to somebody here who was a massive fan of DSP, even to the point of wearing his apparel and giving him money, and I'm on video saying, I can't take him anymore, he's absolutely absurd, he's ungrateful, hypocritical, and extremely arrogant and elitist. So, when people like me are saying this stuff and jumping ship, a lot of people are jumping ship. It's looking really bad. I don't really care. It's completely his own fault, and it doesn't bother me in the least, and that's what happens when you act the way he acts. You know, he continuously goes after and assassinates the character of people like Tobuscus and PewDiePie and all this other stuff, and I'll be the first to admit, I don't like what they do either. I think it's stupid. I think it's ridiculous, but I don't sit here for hours upon hours making rant videos and all this other stuff about people like them, considering the fact that they have, you know, their viewership compared to his is not even a competition. Like, DSP, in the scheme of things, basically has no subscribers. Like, 130,000 subscribers for as long as he's been on YouTube. How many videos he has up, how many views he has, to have that low of subscribers is really, really bad. And, you know, he calls other people jealous of him who insult him, but not even really insult him, just offer criticism, but they're jealous of him. But he can sit there and say the kind of shit he says about Tobuscus and PewDiePie, but he's not jealous. You see how that works? You see how that double standard works? How when people, you know, say stuff about him, they're jealous, but when he says stuff about other people, it's intelligent and intellectual, and he's not jealous. You see how that works? So, yeah, it's completely ridiculous. He spent how long now? How many different videos? How many minutes belly aching over these videos that were made by Evil AJ about the Metal Gear Solid playthrough, or how not to play Metal Gear Solid or whatever, which are not even that bad of videos, saying that Evil AJ somehow misrepresented him and misrepresented his gameplay, even though it's direct gameplay from him. So I don't understand how it can be misrepresentation of him if it's his direct gameplay.
Thank you. If anything, it just proves that if you do stay the course, if you don't give up, if you stay positive, if you push through the bullshit and the negativity, you're gonna be successful at the end of it. And right now, things are working out well. In fact, I haven't given you guys an update on this in a while, so I'll give it to you now. My place back in Connecticut.